All right, everyone, welcome to Jessica's party. I'm so glad you can all join us. I'm going to pass it off to Jessica first, and she's going to welcome you all and share a little bit of her story.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Nicolas, and I'm just going to start by sharing a little bit of why I'm here. I started off. Well, this is going to be a little rocky here, but thanks for joining us. I was, as most of you know, I was teaching in California. That's what I had studied, and I didn't have children yet, and I always thought that I wanted my certain type of education for my children, certain lifestyle for us all, and always dreamt of being able to be part of something meaningful, like helping children in other countries or putting something together like that, being part of someone's life, someone in need. So once I had children, this became more important to me and what we will be teaching them. And but then we ran into a little bump in the road just a little bit ago. As you all know, my husband, who lost a job, and we needed to replace a really big income to be able, to make it. But I hadn't thought of going into any business. I didn't want to go back into taking care of kids because I was taking time away from my kids. You guys know that's important to me. I was doing the daycare thing, but I just kind of didn't even want parents to be walking in and out of my house. I wanted to do my own thing with my kids. So I realized that I was taking time away from them. So just a little bit ago, Arbonne, like I told my friend, walked into our lives. My family had already transitioned into something that's very important to us, using products that go into our body or on our body, products we use daily, that it was important for us that they were good for our body. And so when my friend Jillian introduced Arbonne, it was more of a, oh, did you try that? Or there's this thing, and I thought, oh, wow, all the products in one place. I don't have to be running around different stores buying the different products or trying to make something at home with products from like 2-3 different stores. What I really liked was that this was the last thing, I believe, in our lives. This is what I was waiting for. This is the last thing in our life that we were going to replace with the everyday things that you might find at the grocery store. So once she presented me with the catalog, I thought, oh, this is neat. Everything's in one place, and we'll just get to order from here. And then she said, how about we introduce this to others? And so we had a small party, and I had some of my family members there. Thank you for joining us. And once it was all done and they tried on the face stuff and everything, and Jill stepped away. They looked at me and they said, this is you. Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you selling this? And it wasn't until then that it clicked. It's true. If I'm going to be purchasing it and I really like the product, it has all the basic ingredients are botanical. There's nothing harmful. Nothing harmful is going to go on my kids or on my body or in my body. So I thought it's true. And it was really important people in my life. It was very important family members who were there. And I thought, well, you know what? Let's give it a try. I am not a salesperson, and I don't know how this is going to work out. But I did. I started talking about this and looking into it, and I really like not just the product, but um, the way uh, we, the way I am starting to understand um, that it's not just the product. It's let's share this kind of life with others, and that's what I want. I want to show people that I care about them, their lives, and their needs. So I think that that's where we're at now. It's a really great opportunity for us. So, and you, Jill.
Yay. She's awesome. For all her friends and family, thank you for supporting her. She's just awesome, and I'm so blessed to have her in my life. She's one of my best friends, and so this is a really special opportunity for me. I might tear up. I don't know why I'm emotional today. All right, guys, we're gonna get down to business. As she said, my name is Jillian Bragg. I am a wife, a mom of 3 crazy little children, and I stay home with them. I have been very blessed with the opportunity to have stayed home with my kids. That was something that I always wanted, and we've thankfully we've been able to do that. So my story of Arbonne is a little different than many others because it was not for financial reasons initially when we came into this. I'll go back a little bit. What led me here was almost 7 years ago, actually. Right before I got married, I broke out with, it's called perioral dermatitis. It's this horrible rash around my nose and my mouth. And it itched like crazy, and they gave me an antibiotic, and I took it about a month after we got married, and it gave me a horrible bacterial infection called C. difficile, for those who are medically minded. It basically killed my entire immune system, and I was really sick for at least a year, and then went straight into pregnancies. And struggled with postpartum and all sorts of other issues. So fast forward, because of how the antibiotic treated my body and I ended up with that infection, I never wanted to go near it again. And that was basically the only treatment option I had. So I just dealt with mild breakouts every once in a while. It wasn't horrible. I could live with it. But after having my last son, who just turned 1, so about a year ago, this rash blew up all over my face. And like I said, it itched like crazy. I had scabs like inside my nose, and I couldn't wear makeup because it would just cake all over in the rash. So I finally was determined to find some kind of natural remedy. I went online and I was searching. I tried the essential oils that I had around, which were soothing but didn't really do anything for this particular rash. And I thought I was done. And then I found most common across the board from different bloggers and stuff who dealt with the same thing. It was most recommended that you either go completely clean face, or you go more natural, more clean, especially with certain harsh chemicals with your products and all your products, your face products, your hair products. And I kind of was thinking at the time, I'm not ready to become a total hippie yet. So let's start searching for products. And I'd heard about Arbonne through other people. I knew a few people who were into it. But I always just thought it was kind of like, the whole moms, older gals, stay at home cosmetics company. I didn't think much of it at all. But I didn't know much about the company. So I was looking anywhere but Arbonne. And then a good friend of mine invited me to a skincare party right around the same time. And I had bought some cleaner cosmetics, and they didn't do anything to help with the rash, but I figured, well, at least they're not making it worse. So when I wore makeup, that's what I wore. And I just figured, okay, this is it. I just have to live with it. So when I got invited to this party, I decided to go and give it a shot, because it was kind of like last resort. And I walked in very skeptical. One of the products, one of the company, I've always hated the whole idea of the whole multi-level marketing thing, the at-home business. It just always left a sour taste in my mouth. I wanted nothing to do with it. But I walked in and something was different. One, I love this friend dearly. But the gal who spoke, you could tell that there was something different. She had a genuine, authentic heart for people and for educating people on what was in the products that they're putting in and on their bodies. And not only that, but it was more about the person, helping the person with what their need was, and meeting them where they're at. And that to me was different. I'd seen other companies where it was all trying to make a buck, and that's not how this came off at all. And that stood out huge to me. And I went home that night, and Miss Skeptical went and laid in bed next to her husband and said, I think I'm supposed to do this, and I don't know why, and I hate it. And I tried the skincare sample, and within a couple days, my skin looked better than it has ever looked. And then I also had heard that they had a nutrition program called the 28-Day Challenge. And so I decided to follow where I felt the Lord was calling me. And I signed up and went all in. I did the skincare and the challenge all together. And I have never regretted it. I already told you my results of the skincare, but with the challenge, before the challenge, I was directing life from the couch. I had just had my third baby, like I said. He was about 4 months old. My other two were just toddlers, so I was exhausted. And I would sit on the couch and I would, point to where they're supposed to go, what they're supposed to do, and got up as little as possible. I was always moody. The depression wasn't as bad that time yet, but it still lingered. I had joint pain, I had stomach issues, I had headaches every morning. And I just thought that's how I lived. I thought that was just me, my normal. And then I did this program. Well, I'll first say that going into this program, I was not going into it for weight loss. I told them it'd be nice, I just had a baby, but my biggest goal was to be mentally present, to have energy again, and to be mentally present for my family. And by week 2, not only did I have more energy than I had before I was married in high school, but I also I had clarity of mind. My headaches were gone, my stomach aches were gone, my joint pain was gone. I felt like a completely different person. I didn't have any postpartum depression. And I lost 10 pounds, which is awesome once you just had a baby. It was amazing. And it has changed my life. It's changed my lifestyle. And like I said, I'll never go back. So anyway, that's kind of what's led me here. I'm excited about this opportunity and about getting to share this opportunity because it can provide so much. Like I said, initially going into this was not for financial purposes. But we are looking at huge lifestyle changes very soon. And I'm excited that I have this opportunity, that it's sitting in my lap, and that I get to have something to build upon without having to sacrifice the time with my family, that I can be home with my kids and I can hug them when they need to be hugged, and I can kiss their boo-boos, and I can be there when my husband walks in the door, and I can teach my children if I choose to teach my children, and yet I can still provide my family with an income. And not only that, but someday I know that this could provide not only an income, but provide opportunities for so many dreams that we have with different missions and other things too. So I'm really excited to share with you guys. So you got a little gist between the two of us of what Arbonne's about. We talked about being about home sweet healthy home. It's all about decreasing that toxin burden. According to the American Medical Association, the top 3 stressors in our society are exposure to chemicals, lack of good health and nutritional habits, and financial struggles. And like I said, this company has an amazing financial opportunity. It allows both time and financial freedom, whether it be 500, 5,000, 15,000, whatever you're looking for, it is possible with Arbonne. And we can get into that more later. But back to the toxic burden, most of our biggest threats to our health come from our own homes. Food, personal care products, cleaning laundry products, air, water, kitchen appliances, and cookware. Arbonne is what goes in and on your body. As you can see here, we have so many products. It's not just nutritional products. It's not just skincare products. We have cosmetics. We have hair care. We have baby care products. We have diaper cream. We have sunscreen. We have deodorant, toothpaste, whatever you're looking for. We have men's products. We have shave gel. Whatever you're looking for, we basically have it. So Arbonne is able to help you with your journey to becoming healthy in and out. A little bit about Arbonne's background. We are a 35-year-old health and wellness company that was founded by a visionary named Peter Mork. We are pure, safe, and beneficial from the beginning, guys. We are green from the beginning. That was his vision. So everybody else who's just getting on this whole green train, like, this is how we've been. Pure, safe, and beneficial. That means if it's not pure, if it's not safe for your body, and if it's not beneficial to your body, we don't use it. We also abide by Swiss standards and use Swiss formulas. However, we are U.S. made. To go back to the Swiss standards, we have really high standards, guys. To give you an example of this, in 2010, the European Union banned 1,100 synthetic chemicals in cosmetic products, whereas the FDA, guys, it only banned 10. That is like a major difference. And not only do we abide by the European Union standards, but we abide by so many more. And you can read more about that on Jessica's website or in the catalog. But we are exclusive high-end product with a premium middle-of-the-road price tag. We are very comparable to your department store prices. And we have a 45-day full money-back guarantee. Guys, I cannot rave more about this company. I just absolutely love it. We're gonna share, like I said, we have so many products. It would take forever to go over everything. So we're gonna try to condense a little bit tonight, and we're gonna go over our 2 biggest areas, which is the nutrition and the skincare. So to start with the nutrition, guys, food can either be the safest, most powerful form of medicine or the slowest form of poison. We are going to talk about the products in our 28-day challenge. We cut out when we do the, thank you. I'm going to turn this way so you guys can see it a little better. In the 28-day challenge, we educate you on how to alkaline your system. So we teach you about acidic and alkaline foods and how to alkaline that system and balance your pH levels, balance your blood sugar, feed the healthy cells and starve the sick cells. And we cut out anything that's potentially acidic or allergenic or addictive. So that might be scary to some people, but don't worry, it's okay. Guys, the very thing you crave is likely the thing that's killing you. And I know that sounds like a really like strong statement, but it's pretty much true, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But some of the things that we cut, to go back to those three areas I talked about. First one is sugar. This is the ringleader in inflammation and disease. Guys, cancer feeds off of sugar. So like we said, we want to feed the healthy cells and starve those sick cells. We cut out artificial sweeteners and dairy. I know it sounds scary and sad, especially I know the Hispanic culture and their cheese. It's been really hard here in Arizona and say, I'm sorry, I can't have cheese on my tacos. But we cut out dairy and gluten. Guys, these are two of the most like inflammatory foods. So people with autoimmune diseases, these are big ones to cut from your diet. Soy is highly GMO and it's very high in estrogen. I used to work for Starbucks back in the day, and my friends got me onto drinking soy lattes all the time. And I could not figure out why only on my work days, by the end of my shift, I was like in tears for no reason. My friends used to make fun of me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. But like, and I couldn't figure it out. I was like, it's only when I'm at work. And then my brother told me, you know, soy has a lot of estrogen in it. I was like, oh, really? So I cut it. And oh my word, I was like a new person. I was like, I'm not crying anymore. This is amazing. So I don't do well with soy. We also cut corn on our 28-day challenge because it is also one of the most highly GMO foods out there. We cut white potatoes because it's high in sugar, as well as alcohol, and coffee because it is highly acidic, and pork. If you think about it, as far as pork goes, pigs have that really thick skin. And guys, our skin is our second largest detoxification organ. It's our largest organ. But because of that, that pig skin is so thick that it doesn't allow the release of those toxins. And you think about all the junk pigs eat, it's kind of disgusting. So we cut pork because it is the highest, the most toxic meat out there. Sorry, guys. Tongue-tied tonight. Bear with me. Anyway, so to talk a little bit about the Arbonne difference, we are a certified vegan company. We use no common allergens such as gluten, dairy, soy, or nuts. There are no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners. We're going to talk about our protein. Our protein, we have chocolate and vanilla, and guys, it is so good, right? Yes. It is amazing. I was really scared when they were like, you're going to have protein powder, and I had to have protein powder when I was pregnant to get enough protein in my diet, and I couldn't do it. It was so gross. So I was really nervous, but this stuff's amazing. It's like dessert. But our protein has 20 grams of vegan protein, as well as 21 vitamins and minerals, and it is a pea-based protein, which curbs carb cravings, and there's no way soy, like most other proteins. We also, I'm sorry for those who aren't here, you don't get to indulge.
Woohoo!
You can have another one.
Thank you. These are amazing, guys. They're made with the protein powder and chocolate.
They're so good.
They're bars.
Yes, these are homemade protein bars using our protein powder. Go for it, eat it. And they are so good. They're like dessert. We also have Fizz. Our Fizz sticks are my favorite nutritional product, followed by the protein, but Fizz sticks by far outweigh everything. They're only 13 calories. They're stevia sweetened, and they are green tea and B vitamin, or they use green tea and B vitamins for energy. So they are they're like your clean energy drink without all the artificial sweeteners and the gross caffeine, and they're so good. This is how I start my day. And this, when you do the challenge, this becomes the coffee drinkers and the soda drinkers' favorite thing ever. Like I said, I'm sad without it. And guys, the other cool thing about these is that because they're not sweetened with all the artificial sweeteners or high in sugar even, they don't give you that burst of energy like coffee would, or a Red Bull or a soda. They don't give you that like, what's it called, like jittery, and then the crash. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It just feels like this natural thing, and then it just, I don't know. It like there's no crash after it, and it because of that too, because of the lack of sweeteners and stuff, it's not addictive. So when I say I have to have one every day, it's not because I'm addicted to it. I don't get a headache if I don't have my fizz stick. It's awesome. I used to get a headache if I didn't have my cup of coffee in the morning. So now it's awesome because I don't have headaches at all anymore, whether I have my fizz or not. Then we also have, these are the fizz sticks here. This is the citrus and the pomegranate. And then we're going to talk about the fiber. Okay. We have a bag of fiber here. We tend to add this to our shake. But 1 scoop of fiber equals 12 grams. And you can add it to any food or drink. And fiber helps make you fuller longer. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. It helps balance your blood sugar. It's also good for colon health and lowering your cholesterol and the fat in blood. And then we have our detox tea. I love this too. I like to start and end my day with it. It's down here, kind of hiding there. But the detox tea, it cleanses the kidneys and the liver. You have to flush the toxins before you can flush the fat. This is a big thing that people don't know, but fat is actually a defense mechanism for our bodies. Have I told you about this? I'm sure like many of us have gone through a phase in our lives where we're trying to get healthy, we're eating well, we're working out like crazy, and we might lose weight for a while, but then you hit that plateau and it's like nothing happens anymore. And you know there might be those few other pounds to lose. Well, guys, you have to get rid of the toxins first. A lot of times this is a big reason why people can't continue to lose weight, because when your body is full of toxins, it hangs onto that fat because the fat absorbs the toxins out of your bloodstream to save your bloodstream from having those things floating around and from being overtoxic. So when you can flush your body of the toxins, the fat naturally falls away. And then we have our Digestion Plus. This is our probiotic and prebiotic. The prebiotic, it helps prepare your system to absorb the probiotic. And this is great for your gut and immune health and hormone regulation. And this is what's going to heal your gut, guys. Anybody who has a leaky gut or whatever issues, this is what's going to do it. And then we also have our 7-day cleanse product. This is what removes the heavy metals. And gradual intake equals gradual elimination. And your colon, guys, can hold 5 to 20 pounds of waste, which is disgusting. So anyway, like I said, in our 28-day challenge, we, sorry, I'm losing my mind. We teach you how to eat clean and how to replace the things that aren't serving your body with things that do. And with the 28-day challenge, not only do you get products, and this was another big thing that I loved about this program, because I almost went with another company as far as nutritional program. But something that I loved about this is because they team up with you, and they don't just like sell you their product and be like, okay, good luck. They come alongside you, and you're become a part of a private Facebook group where every single day you're being educated a little at a time on why you're doing what you're doing, why you're cutting out the things you're cutting out, why you're eating what you're eating, why you're eating when you're eating. And this was really important to me because they're teaching you how to do it with your food. So you don't have to continue to purchase anything, and you can still continue to maintain and even continue to get results. It's incredible. And to me, that just spoke so highly of the company. I had never heard of a company that wanted to empower people with the knowledge of how to feed their bodies properly and how to take care of their bodies without having to continue to buy their products. So that was huge to me. So we're gonna talk a little bit about our skincare now. Sorry, I'm going through this really fast. Like I said, there's so much that we could cover. So we're gonna talk about, this is our number one line. It is the RE9 Anti-Aging Skincare. It is what I use and I love it. Guys, the average woman uses about 515 chemicals a day just by what we're putting on our bodies in the morning, like our beautifying routine. Just in perfume alone, perfume is about 250 synthetic chemicals alone. So even if that's all you're using, it's a lot of chemicals. And that doesn't even include their household cleaners or anything, guys. And your skin, like we said before, your skin is your largest organ and your second largest detoxification organ. And everything that you put on your skin, it absorbs into your bloodstream in less than 30 seconds. That's kind of scary when you think about how many toxins you're putting on every day. So again, to talk about the Arbonne difference, there are no mineral oils or petroleum. I'm going to try to show you. I forgot a napkin, so this is going to be messy. I have a cracker here. This is just a regular saltine cracker, and I think it's been in here since November. Where do I have it? November 2014, and it is just in mineral oil, baby oil. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it on my cup. It's dripping like crazy. Like, I'm pounding that really hard. I will come over here. It's not even cracking it. Guys, mineral oil is found in like most all of our products in some form or another. And mineral oil, we call it the saran wrap on our skin, because if you've ever used Vaseline or baby oil or whatever, you see it just stays on the surface of your skin, and it becomes, like I said, plastic wrap, because it does not allow anything to get in or anything to get out. So when that's in almost all of your products, it's not allowing anything that could be potentially good in your products to even get in. But not only that, it's also covering up your largest detoxification organ, and it's not allowing those toxins to be released through your skin like they should be. We also have no animal products or byproducts, no dyes, fragrances, chemical irritants, no parabens, HABA or formaldehyde. We are pH correct, and we are hypoallergenic. And there's also no gluten. I never knew gluten could be in shampoo until I talked to somebody with gluten issues recently. And like I said before, we have something for everybody. We are going to go over the different steps. We have the cleanser. It's over by the sink from being used earlier. Sorry guys, I'm losing my stuff. I apologize. Okay, so our cleanser, it's really awesome because it also, you can use it to remove your eye makeup. I love this when I forget to remove my eye makeup and I get in the shower, if I can just use that and then I don't have like the streaks all in my face. But it can remove your foundation, your lipstick, everything. We're gonna go over your nighttime routine. After you would do your cleanser, you get this awesome Genius. This is an amazing product. I've shared this with Jessica before. But these are, they're called Arbonne Intelligence Genius Resurfacing Pads. They are the first botanically based retinoid on the market. These resurface your skin with less irritation than a chemical peel. You only use it at night. It's great for any skin type. 100% of patients in clinical studies notice improvement in the depth and width of fine lines and wrinkles after 8 weeks. Guys, this is what helps even your skin tone, and like I said, with the fine lines and wrinkles, I love this. I used to have like the patchy red, like rosacea spots on my skin, and thankfully they were right where my blush went, so nobody could really tell unless I didn't have makeup on. But once I started using this, my skin, it was crazy. I'd never seen my skin all the same color before. It was really cool. But I love this product. Your next step would be your toner. This is what corrects your pH balance on your skin. When you just splash your face with water, just doing that messes with the pH balance. And so this corrects that because when your pH balance is off, that's what tends to cause like your extra dry, extra oily skin. It's also alcohol and acetone is found in most toners on the market, but it's not found in ours. Next would be a serum. Okay, this increases your cell turnover. This is also what helps with the firming and with your fine lines and wrinkles. As we age, the rate at which our new skin cells come to the surface of our skin slows. Babies, it's 15 days, and in our 40s, it becomes 45 days. This is also the product that gives what we call the Arbonne Glow. Then we have our eye cream. This is specifically for the sensitive eye area, and I shared this with Jessica too. I did not know before putting into this why people had a separate moisturizer for their eyes. So that was one of my first questions. I always thought it was ridiculous that you had to buy a separate moisturizer, but what I've been taught is that when you think about it, moisturizer, it's meant to firm and plump and fill your skin and make it look, healthy and moist. With your eyes, that's the last place that you want to be plumped. So this is specifically for your eye area, and it helps with the fine lines, puffiness, and dark circles. And then you have your moisturizer. I'll talk about the daytime moisturizer real quick. With our daytime moisturizer, it's also a protector, and it has an SPF 20. And I'm sure most of you know the number one cause of aging is the sun. 90% of aging is due to sun, smoke, caffeine, or toxins. Only 10% of aging, guys, is genetic. So all of you guys that are out there blaming your moms and your grandmas for your wrinkles and whatever, I'm always blaming my mom for my scale line. Sorry, Mom. But it's only 10%. Then we have our night cream, and this is your corrector. And this is wonderful stuff. It's a little bit thicker. It corrects all the damage we have done to our skin throughout the day. Our skin ages 7 days for each night we go to bed without cleansing our skin and correcting with our night cream. Kind of scary. I know, right? So as I said before, our formulas are very high quality, very effective, but it's priced affordably. And it's also very concentrated. So the system lasts an average of 6 to 9 months, which is awesome. The other thing too that I found out after falling in love with the skincare line is that RE9, it outperformed the #1 skincare brands for department stores and multi-level marketing. So it is the top in clinical studies. So we're going to get into your 3 ways to win. Sorry, I don't know why I'm like sing-songy tonight, guys. It's been a long day with kids. So we say there are 3 ways to win. First of all, you can just be a client. That's totally fine. You can be a client, pay retail prices. It's great if you just want one to 2 small things. But our best ways to win is, first of all, preferred client. You're a discount shopper. You have a baseline discount of 20%. And I say baseline because there are ways of amping up that discount that we would teach you after you sign up. But it's a $20 fee to become a preferred client. And this is if you're thinking about really doing a lot of reordering. Not only do you get that baseline discount of 20%, but you also earn preferred rewards. And this is awesome. It's like gift cards that you can use on any future purchases. All you have to do is order a purchase that at retail value is $150 or more, but that's before your discount. And then you earn preferred rewards. And then on your next order of $150 or more retail value, you get your 20% off discount, and then you can use those preferred rewards. So that's how you're amping up that 20% discount and making it even higher discount. Sorry, I think it's loud. So that is, I'm sorry, I'm looking at mine. You also, when you sign up initially, if you sign up with an order of $150 or more, you also get a free gift that retails, free gift of your choice that retails up to $50. The next way to win is by signing up as a consultant. Consultant is a wholesale buyer. You get the discount of 35 to 50%. I apologize, guys. Hey, buddy.
Mom, is there resource that's later?
It's okay. Sorry, guys. That's my son. I'll be up in a bit, babe. Cadence, not right now. Sorry. You understand. We're in this together. Our kids are what, 6 months apart?
All of them.
Oh my goodness. So as a consultant, you not only get a discount of baseline 35%, which can also be amped up to 50%, which is awesome in itself, but you get to partake in this awesome opportunity like Jessica and I had talked about at the beginning. People have built amazing businesses through this, guys. My national vice president, my dear friend Sarah Wilson, I'm not going to share her whole story, but basically she was working like full time. She had 2 little girls, and she just wanted to be home with her kids. She never got to spend time with her kids or her husband, and she realized that the people she loved the most, she was getting the least to. And she had been shared, like her friend had shared Arbonne with her, and she pushed it away and wanted nothing to do with it. And then God did some crazy things in her life that opened her eyes and just proved to her, or she didn't prove to her, but showed her that this is where He had her. And guys, in less than a year, she was able to fully replace that full-time income and go home with her kids. And I think it was 9 months. It was less than a year. And then we have lots of nurses and medical staff because the biggest thing about this company is it's not just about the products. It's about building people, guys. This is really the heart of the company, is building people. Anybody that you ask about their time with the company, they're not going to talk about the financial side. They're not going to talk about the products. They might hit on how much they love the stuff, but their number one thing is always going to be how much it changed them and how much it changed their lives, their families' lives, and the lives that they got to change. And that's what this is about. You get to be a part of something bigger than yourself. And you get to provide your family with the ability to dream again, which is awesome. Like Jessica was sharing, and she has shared with me too. She's had dreams of maybe one day opening an orphanage or whatever else. And she's talked about how this is has made that dream become possible again. And we've had dreams, like they mentioned too, of different missions or moving back to the farm in Maine or whatever else. And this is something that I can bless my family with in that way too. And not only that though, it's also changed me drastically. Not only is my health completely different, but I am so different as a person. My marriage is so different. And like I said, it had nothing to do with products. It had nothing to do with the challenge. It was just the company and how the company is about building people. It's about investing in them and then helping them with their needs and lifting them up and encouraging them. And what an amazing opportunity to be able to work for yourself, make your own hours, make your own income. You're really the only thing that's holding you back in this business. If you don't make the income that you want, it's because you're not putting the effort that you want. So you can make this anything you want to be, and you no longer have to work your life around your job. You get to work your job around your life, which is really cool. It's a nuts and cleaning business, guys. There was somebody, and I'm going to probably say the wrong name. I don't remember if it's Donald Trump. I need to remember this person's name. It's one of these guys that we all know. But he talked about if he had it to do all over again, he would do network marketing just because it's the smarter business. Because with other companies, they have to spend so much on advertising and everything else. And with network marketing, they take the money that they would normally spend on advertising, and we are the advertisers, so they get to put it into their product and their research and their consultants. We get paid for that. So that makes it so much better. And something that dawned on me this last week too, I was thinking about the price comparison too, and the cheap over-the-counter cosmetics and everything. And you think about those and how low in price they are, and then you also think about the fact that that's like a high price because they also have to pay, they're having to mark up their products to cover the cost of advertisement and everything else. So it's kind of scary to think of how cheaply made their products must be. I don't know, this is just something from me and my thought this last week. But anyway, this is a smarter business. Businesses just worldwide or nationwide, we're starting to notice that businesses are starting to pay more on performance. And they're cutting back on annual incomes, and eventually they are going to be cutting back on those, and they're going to say, something like, oh, if you meet XYZ, by this month, then you'll get an extra so much a month. Because jobs are scarce. We have a technology generation, and that technology is taking over our economy, taking over our jobs, and so there are fewer jobs, so So the competition is higher. So when they cut the income, it's going to be, they're going to be fighting for that even more to get those bonuses. We have job stability in this. We don't have to worry about working tirelessly, like full-time jobs for 40 years and then be like, oh no, you're not getting your retirement. We can build this company to whatever we want it to be, like I said, on our own time. I have 3 kids and I'm still building this company. One of I think she's a national vice president as well, Danielle Pearson, she has 6 kids. She homeschooled her kids. This gal's nuts. I was sharing with Jessica the other day. She homeschooled her kids, and she's a national vice president. The national vice president is the top of our business. I'm going to lay out some numbers real quick. So you just listen to these ranges for a minute. The first range is 250 to 1200. The next range is 1200 to 3000. Then we have, 3500, excuse me. So 1200 to 3500. 3500 to 16,000, 16,000 plus. Those are the average incomes for the different levels in this business. So 250 to 1200, that's district manager, that's the first level. Then there's 1200 to 3500, and that's area. Because a big thing happens at area. I'll go back. First of all, a district manager, you not only get your discount, but you also make commission on anything that you purchase as well. So you're getting your 35% off, and then you're making money on your own product. When you get to area, that 1200 to 3500 range, you also get a willable business. It becomes willable. So if anything happens to you, that paycheck is still coming. And that's the other great thing about our business is these are products, these are consumable products. If somebody runs out of their shampoo, I hope that they're going to go and buy more shampoo or deodorant or toothpaste. I hope. Yeah. These are just things that we use all the time. And so that's another nice thing about this business is it's a secure business because people are wanting and needing these products on a daily basis. So that paycheck, if something happens to us, those people are still going to be buying their shampoo. So that paycheck then comes to our family. And that's a huge thing for a lot of people. Then they don't have to worry about what's going to happen if something happens to them. They can set their family up. The next level, our third level in Arbonne, the range was 3,500 to 16,000. This is vice president level. This is where you get your Mercedes. You get to go and pick out whatever white Mercedes you want on the lot. So that's exciting. And then there's 16,000 plus, and that's, like I told you, the top level national vice president. And something I'm going to talk to you guys real quick about as far as network marketing goes. A lot of people, myself included, I always looked at network marketing and thought it was a pyramid scheme. And I was like, that's retarded. I don't want any part of that. But if you think about it, a pyramid, there's only one at the top. And everyone below you, it doesn't matter how hard you work, you're at the top already. So everyone below you always stays below you and just pushes you up and up and up. And that's not what happens in this business. I'm Jessica's sponsor. She's currently below me. If she works her butt off and I decide to sit on my butt and do nothing, she can totally pass me. And then I drop below her. I don't benefit from all the work she does if I'm not continuing to work my business. And that's why I said this business is whatever you want to make it. You get to make your own paycheck. It's up to you on how much you want to put into it. It's not a get rich quick scheme. But that's a big thing for me when that visual broke in my head of how there's not just one person at the top. I can't remember how many, do you remember it was on that? You were listening to that the other day. Yeah, there was 50 something national vice presidents. So it's happening all the time. My national vice president, she made national vice president last year. She's one of my dear friends. And she, like I said, she made area manager in less than a year. So this business is possible. It's not, some fantasy that, oh, only a few people make it. So anyway, that is a big part of our opportunity, and that is the biggest thing that we have to offer. I mean, I love our products. I love everything about this business and this company. But this opportunity really is the cake topper. And I didn't share, that was our second way to win. To go back to our 3 ways to win, the last one is just to become a host. A host, you can shop at a 50 to 80% off discount. And all you have to do as a host is say, I want to be a host, and then we do all the work, and you invite everybody, and you get to sit back, have fun, and you get to benefit from it. We have awesome host rewards, and we love to bless our hosts because, like I said, we don't pay for advertising. We are at our advertisement. So you guys are our advertisement. So when you guys host for us, we'd love to bless you for that. So if any of you are interested in any of the things that I talked about, whether it's becoming just a client and maybe purchasing a couple things to try them out, if you're interested in becoming a preferred client, shopping at that baseline 20% and earning the preferred rewards, which is a great deal, or becoming a consultant if you're interested in something that could provide you time freedom, extra income, and to make your own schedule, as well as shopping at an awesome discount. Or if you're interested in just hosting and benefiting from the awesome rewards to help you get all the fun products, you can talk to Jessica about that, and she and I would love to help you guys out in any of these areas you're interested in. And if any of you are interested in sampling the skincare that we talked about tonight, we have samples that we can send you. We also have catalogs, so we can get information to you. So Jessica will be in touch with you guys as well on that. So that about wraps up our evening, guys. We are going to do our drawing for all of you guys watching. You have to be watching. Get ready.
Oh my gosh.
Who is it?
Mama.
Is it your mom?
Yeah.
Mommy!
Mama. Eva.
We have an awesome gift for you, and we will have that coming to you. Jessica and I will figure out how to get that to you. And then, just a little.
Me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And welcome to the business.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for supporting Jessica again.
Thank you.
We're really excited, and I know she's got huge dreams, and I'm so blessed, like I said, just so honored to have her on my team. As you guys know, she's an amazing person with an incredible heart for people, and I know this is one of her huge passions, but she just loves people, and she wants to serve people, and so I'm really excited to be on this journey with her. So thank you for your time, guys. We'll see you later.